think the biggest way my business has been impacted by working with Chris and Taxtful is definitely the confidence, because I know my numbers. I'm quite a numbers person. I like to know what's going on in my business. I'm very obsessed with the profit, and I don't mind about the turnover, and I always look at how much things are costing and weighing things up in my head and make sure everything I'm doing is making money for the business. And to know that every month I've got a report saying how much I'm owed with my VAT, all my reports are done on time, and he's managed to find new ways to get me more VAT back, which has saved me a lot of money. And it's just having the confidence to know that wherever I go with it, I've got someone behind me to support me. And that's the biggest thing. I'm not a numbers person. I'm not a spreadsheets, you know, all this like legal formal stuff, that's not me. I'd like to do everything by the book and properly, and he supports me in that. And I know that whatever business venture I want to go on next, he will sit me down and help me write a plan and a course of action and tell me the best way to do it from a tax perspective and support me the whole way through. And that's how it's impacted me. And I know that from now, I know with confidence that wherever I go and grow the business, he will be with me and supporting me, and it's really exciting. It's a really exciting time for the business, and I'm really grateful to have him with me to do that.
When I first started my journey, one of the things I was really nervous about was getting the numbers and the accountancy side of things wrong, so it was always going to be something that I wanted to outsource. Chris and the team joined me quite early on in my journey and have been absolutely brilliant. They've offered me some great support. They answer all my questions in layman's terms because I'm not very good at the numbers. I just don't worry about my finances. I know things are going to get taken care of, and if there's anything I need to know about them, then they communicate with me. Chris especially has been fantastic in helping me and coach me with some strategies to grow my business, not necessarily just about numbers, but different things I can use to try and help me market what I'm trying to achieve. I really cannot recommend them enough. So if you are looking for somebody to help grow your business, then Taxtful are your team.
I started with Chris pretty much immediately after starting my limited company. I had letters through the post about accountancy firms trying to win my work, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I've never had an accountant before. And one of my customers said, Chris is the guy. I honestly didn't really know what I needed to do and what I was responsible for, and that role of an accountant was something I needed. And that first meeting with Chris kind of gave me that whole layout and told me what I was responsible for and what he could offer. So for the last 3 years, I think I've been working with Chris, and I've grown the business 5-fold probably, and I've now gone on to other ventures that I'm using him as my accountant, which I had no problems doing because I trusted him and he made my life a lot easier. The main reason I'd recommend Chris and the Taxtful team is because they're just easy to get on with, they're down to earth. If you've got a problem at the end of the phone, yeah, they kind of just tick all the boxes you need as an accountancy firm, but they're a lot more than that, and yeah, it makes my life much easier.